Good evening and welcome to this July 20th meeting again of Lake Bluff Village Board of Trustees. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fisher? Oh, sorry.
Aye. Here.
Trustee Reed?
Here.
Trustee Hatch?
Here.
Trustee Ryder?
Here.
Trustee El-Shamas?
Here.
On me, sorry. Started that.
Thank you so much. Please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flags of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next would be our awards, and we have none tonight, followed by our consideration of the minutes of a July 14th, 2025 Village Board meeting. Is there a motion to approve these minutes?
Motion to approve. Second.
Thanks, Scott. I read the minutes. I couldn't find anything else. Are there any changes to these minutes from the board? Any comments? No?
Yes.
It's a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the motion carries. Thank you. Next are our non-agenda items and visitors. The village president and board of trustees allocates 15 minutes during this item for those individuals who would like the opportunity to address the village board of trustees on any matter not listed on the agenda. Each person addressing the village board of trustees is asked to limit their comments to a maximum of 5 minutes. I do not see anybody willing to address the board. Anybody online?
If there's anyone participating in this meeting through our village Zoom meeting broadcast, please raise your hand now if you wish to be heard on items that are not on the agenda. Nobody's raising their hand.
All right, moving forward. Next is our, the board sets the order of the meeting. The village president and board of trustees will entertain requests from anyone present on the order of business to be conducted during this village board meeting. And I do understand we have item 13, followed by item 15 and 16. Are there any other items to be considered? Without any objection?
Sorry, I'd like to pull item 12 out of the consent agenda, if that's okay.
Do that when consent comes around. There'll be the
yes.
time to do that.
Yep.
All right.
When we get there, I can pull it and I can ask you again. So at this very point, item 13, followed by item 15 and 16. Are there any objection?
No.
No. And so moving forward to item 13. Item 13 is a resolution approving exemption from the village sign code for the property located at 49 to 79 East Scranton Avenue. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. As a summary of background and reason for request, John Desrosiers, the proprietor of Half and Half Open Outdoor Door Innovacy and Venetia restaurants, has applied for permit for the following 6 signs, and some having already been installed. A door sign for Half and Half, a window sign for Half and Half, a digital menu board for Half and Half, a door sign for Venetia, a projecting blade sign shared by Half and Half and Blended Barbershop, and last, a projecting blade sign for Half and Half. The sign code exemption required by these 6 signs are described in detail in the attached sign code analysis charts and in the ABR cover memo. These signs were reviewed by the ABR at their July 1st meeting. They voted 5-0 to recommend approval of a sign subject to the following 2 conditions: that the projecting sign at 79 East Scranton be raised so that the bottom edge of the sign is above the window, and that the menu board sign be mounted on the building wall. During these discussions, John Desrosiers also noted that he could program the new board sign to turn off at midnight if desired. The sign code notes that the hour of operations can be limited as a condition of approval. Any comment on the board?
I do think having it turn off at midnight makes sense. We're Bird City after all. So I think that's necessary. I value what the Architectural Board of Review has done. I know they look at these things very carefully, and so I'm content with their recommendation.
I agree with Susan on all points.
Thank you. What was the deal with the signs being already installed, Drew? What was that comment about?
I think that's just some of them were. I mean, that happens from time to time. I think property owners sometimes get ahead of the regulations, and that just happens. There are procedures within the code to account for that. It's in fact very common that when you apply for a building permit retroactively, you have to pay 3 times what you would normally pay built into the system because it just happens. And
But there is also a circumstance where John had freedom to organize his restaurant. So how does that work out with signs?
That is true. There was specific special use permit that was crafted to try to give John as much flexibility within the walls of the building, but that didn't include the outside and the signage.
Okay.
There wasn't protocols for that. And it's so hard to predict, the change. And some of these were pretty simple, just a different restaurant, different sign on the wall, but some of them were new, like the digital sign. The village had authorized that on the corner of Innovasi years ago and moved it down the street. And so it's a locational issue. And so some business owners may view it as tedious, but the process is there to protect the visual character of the community. And that's why there's that process in place.
Okay. Any comments? Questions from the board? All right.
No, I really like the new half and half. It looks great.
If there are no more questions, it is a roll call vote. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Fried,
Aye.
trustee Hatch.
Aye.
Trustee Ryder,
Aye.
trustee El-Shamas,
Aye.
and trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Thank you. And the motion carries. Good luck, John. Yep. Next item on our reordered agenda is item 15 and item 16. And item 15 would be an ordinance amending section 10-5-9 of Title 10 of the Municipal Code regarding accessory buildings and structures. Is there a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Following an informal review of the May 21st, 2025 PCZBA meeting, Graham Halen, our clerk, applied for a zoning text amendment to reduce detached garage setbacks on smaller lots, and 2, a minor variation to allow a floor area ratio of 2,889 square feet for 16.5% above code allowance of 2,480 square feet. Mr. Halen intends to remove his existing detached garage and construct a larger detached garage on his property at 206 East Prospect Avenue. Staff worked with the village attorney to propose the following text amendment language. An accessory building or structure that is located on a residentially zoned lot with an area of 6,250 square feet or less, and with a width of 50 feet or less, may extend to within 2.5 feet of the rear or side property lines. Mr. Helen zoning text amendments and variation requests were presented formally at the July 16, 2025 PCCBA meeting, and unanimous favorable recommendations were forwarded to the village board on both matters. Question on the boards, comments on the board.
My only comment is it looks like he got a lot of the neighbors and everyone to sign on. There were a lot of notes addressing that he had talked to people and gotten community involvement, which I appreciate because I know it's going to be it's going to be tight.
So the
That's
community
it.
supports
Yeah.
the extension of the rebuilding of his
Correct.
garage. Thank you, Kat. Rafi, Taryn, Sheena.
My only comment is, I was happy to see a unanimous vote by the PCZBA, notoriously very strict. So a unanimous vote there, plus the neighbors' comments. Very happy to see that.
Okay, cool. I'm happy to see that as well.
Nothing to add.
Okay. Suzanne, good?
Yes, I'm good. I echo Rafi's comments, that I know that they look at that thoroughly. And, you know, this is the kind of, home that we want to keep in Lake Bluff, and I'm glad to see them making improvements. And, in fact, I'd be willing to, I don't know if when I should raise this, but I'd be willing to waive second reading if others are. But suffice to say, I'm in approval.
Okay,
Or waiting second reading.
Yeah.
okay. If it is a consensus, we can do that afterward.
I'll just say two things. One, the clerk left the room to just
These reasons.
recuse himself from the conversation. He doesn't have to. He's not a member of the board.
Mhm.
Just to be extra, careful about things. Is why Kayla's here to answer any questions if there are any questions. We talked about that with Graham earlier, and he's still waiting on his permit drawings to be completed and then submitted to the village for review. So I think I don't know if the village's final approval of this would be the only thing holding it up to waive second reading. At the same time, if the village is not going to meet at its first meeting in August, so could it be, well, maybe by that point, it could be 4 weeks, it could be done. So I just put that if you are going to be considering that, it may be practical to do so, given that the cancellation of the first meeting in August.
Mhm.
I think so.
Okay,
If it's permissible for us to do so, I would like to do so, given that delay of the August meeting.
it is
Yep.
unanimous. Okay,
So the first reading would still be, if it's approved, it'd be a voice vote, and then there'd be the second action by the board tonight would be a waiver of second reading. There'd be a
A
motion.
motion.
You would need a motion to do that after the approval of first reading.
It's, yes, it's a motion to suspend the rules, really, is what it is. And that's, it requires a unanimous vote.
okay.
So we vote on the
The first motion.
First
before-
motion.
So it is a voice vote for the first motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And so I will accept a motion to waive second reading.
Suspend the rules.
To
I make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
And so it is a voice vote or roll call?
Roll call that.
It's a roll call. Clerk, please call the roll.
Sure. Trustee Esramas,
Aye.
trustee Fisher,
Aye.
trustee Freed,
Aye.
trustee Hatch.
Aye.
And trustee Ryder.
Aye.
Okay, and so now I will accept a motion for the second,
That was done.
that was done. but
No, that was a motion to suspend the rules. Now we need
Now we
another.
have
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
reading.
For a second reading, I will accept a motion for a second reading on this agenda item 15.
So moved.
Second.
And it is a roll call.
Yes.
Please call the roll. Clerk?
Trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Trustee Freed.
Aye.
Trustee Hatch.
Aye.
Trustee Ryder.
Aye.
Trustee Esramas.
Aye.
Mrs.
That may
Hammond,
be one more
congratulations.
step than we normally do with Peter. For the record.
But
That's okay.
That's
A little stricter sometimes.
All right. That's all right.
But we won't tell Peter.
And this series of votes will be followed by agenda item 16. That is an
Which
ordinance.
will require the same process that we just did.
Yes. That is an ordinance granting a variation from the village floor area ratio regulations for 206 East Prospect Avenue. Could I please have a motion on this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. And that would be for following an informal review again at the May 21st, 2025 PCZBA meeting. Graham Allen applied for a zoning tax amendment to reduce detached garage setbacks on smaller lots, and two, a minor variation to allow a floor area ratio of 2,889 square feet for 16.5% above code allowance of 2,480 square feet. Mr. Allen intends to remove his existing detached garage and construct a larger detached garage on his property at 206 East Prospect Avenue, pursuant to section 10-2C-4 of the zoning regulations when an application seeks multiple types of zoning relief, the approval authority is automatically transferred to the Village Board of Trustees, and the PCZBA shall be a recommending body. Mr. Halen, zoning text amendments and variation requests were presented formally at the July 16, 2025 PCZBA meeting and unanimous favorable recommendations were forwarded to the village boards on both matters again. Comments or discussions on this item? Again.
If there's anybody participating in this meeting through the village Zoom meeting and you wish to make a comment on this item, now is a great time to raise your hand and be recognized. There's none. You have a motion for the voice vote, first reading approval.
Got it. So it is again a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you for this motion. And again, is there a motion to waive second
Suspend
reading?
the rules.
To suspend the rule for the second reading.
So
Yes.
moved. Second.
I'll second her first.
Whatever.
I'll put down Taryn and then
Mhm.
Kat. Thank you.
Roll
That's a
call,
roll
please.
call.
It's a roll call. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Freed,
Aye.
trustee Hatch.
Aye.
Trustee Ryder,
Aye.
trustee Eshelmas,
Aye.
and trustee Fisher.
Aye.
Thank you, and the motion carries. And so I would accept a motion for the second reading on this agenda item.
Motion for second reading on this agenda item.
Second.
Thank you. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Hatch.
Aye.
Trustee Ryder,
Aye.
trustee Eshelmas.
Aye.
Trustee Fisher and trustee Freed.
Aye.
Thank you, and the motion carries. Congratulations. You know what's interesting? Do you remember how it sits over the telephone? And so resuming our normal order of the agenda.
Think about them all. For some reason, because they have like.
And that would be for the item 7A, the warrants report for
Just like.
July 17 to July 20th, 2025. Could I please have a motion to approve the warrants report?
Motion to approve. Second.
Thank you. And the report tonight is for expenditure of village funds for payments of invoices in the amount of $303,879.86 for July 15 to July 28, 2025, for a total of $303,879.86. Any questions from the board?
I have a question. I thought I heard trustee Fisher make a warrant, make the a motion to approve the warrant. Is that true? On just for this item, or have you?
I
called-
made.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then who made the second? Who seconded the motion?
Did I?
Thank you.
Good times over here.
I read the report, the ledger. I didn't. Except for Tyler Technologies for project management. What was that?
I'm sorry.
For Tyler Technologies for project management?
So that's related to the police department's implementation of online ticket pay through Tyler Technologies, which is connected to our Glenview infrastructure for ticketing
Dispatch.
and dispatch.
Got it, thank you. And I saw that we also had our Glenview 3 months, August, I think July to August to
Yes.
September,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes,
the benefit.
quarterly payment, right.
Yep, to the dispatch,
Mhm.
Glenview, yep.
Mhm.
Besides that, I didn't have anything unexpected. Any more questions?
Roll call.
It's a roll call. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Hatch,
Aye.
trustee Ryder,
Aye.
trustee El Shamas,
Aye.
trustee Fisher,
Aye.
and trustee Fried.
Aye.
Thank you. Next is our finance report. Bettina, would you mind leading us through?
Sure. The monthly sales tax revenue on a cash basis is $381,730, which is 46,461, or 13.9% greater than the FY '25 cash basis receipts for the same period. General fund FY '26 year-to-date revenues of $3,891,310 are $329,834 greater than the fiscal year '25 year-to-date revenues. Fiscal year current expenditures are consistent with or less than the budgeted amounts for the general fund, and fiscal year-to-date expenditures of $1,591,462 are $225,073 less than the expenditures for the same period in 2025. Also included in the report was a note with regards to an amendment that was approved in May for the Baxter and Woodman Phase 1 design engineering for the Green Bay Road Bridge project. Originally, IDOT was paying 80% of that increased cost that was approved in May. Their funds are not available, so the village will be paying the entire $68,039. Originally, we were anticipated pay about $13,000. So that would have been a budget amendment that would come forward in January, and now it'll come forward with a slightly greater amount.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Any questions to Bettina?
Related to this, again, the sales tax numbers keep coming in very well. And I think that's been mentioned by trustee Rapp in the past. At some point, this doesn't keep going like this, but yet it does. Related to that, in the works is a meeting for the finance committee in the probably next month to talk about grocery sales tax.
Yes.
And about whether or not to continue that or not. So just, it's approximately
$200,000 a year. The state took away that grocery tax, and it's a replacement of that on the local level. Collections through the state, and we have to vote on it by October in order for it to kick in January, or to continue in January.
most communities have taken it back on. I mean, that was
Yeah, more
talked about, and
communities have
that's what
taken
you've
it.
seen with rare exception, so.
Mhm. Right.
Thank you. Any more questions to Bettina? It's a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, Bettina. The motion carries. Next, our village administrators report.
The only thing I have tonight is a reminder that on Wednesday night, across the street at the Public Safety Building from 5 to 8 is a community meeting on the Green Bay Road and Bridge Reconstruction Project. This will be the third meeting about this project. I've run into people in town and they said, got the letter, got the note, not coming, but I suspect we still have a pretty good turnout as we get closer and closer to this project. But it'll be great. We'll have a huge, probably the biggest set of plans anybody's ever seen. And it'll probably go one end of the room to the other, and beginning at the end of the improvement, and lots of engineers floating around the room, as well as our public safety officials to answer any questions about what happens operationally through the project and what they can expect from construction beginning to end. I think residents have enjoyed coming and hearing that straight from all of our consultants, and should be a good meeting.
Is it a open house format or?
is.
Oh,
It is.
and until you said 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Thank you, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Questions to Drew? Moving forward, next is our village attorney's report.
Report.
Thank you. And I do not have a report either. Next is our consent agenda, and our consent agenda tonight is item 11, an acceptance of a correspondence. Item 12, a resolution authorizing the third amendment to the non-exclusive license agreement by and between the Village of Lake Bluff and the Lake Bluff Yacht Club. Is there a request to remove any of these items from the consent agenda? And I heard
I changed my mind. Thank you.
Okay. So I do not hear a request to remove any of these items from the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on these items? And I hear none. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Ryder?
Aye.
Trustee El Shamas?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Fried?
Aye.
Trustee Hatch?
Aye.
Next is
Yeah, the resolution honoring Sergeant Brzezinski, who just retired from the village. If it's okay with everybody to get a continuous, Rob couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
of course.
so you'll see it when he can be here.
All right.
No.
Much sense to do that without him.
No arguments, no arguments.
And so skipping to item 15 and 16 and skipping over item 15 and 16 because we did that, and followed by item 17, our trustees report. Are there any trustees willing to make a report tonight?
I've got two things to talk about. The first one is this weekend was able to participate in the bike race in town. And I wanted to congratulate Chief Smazinski and Chief Marsh on a successful cooperation between the PD and the FD. I saw a few accidents and wipeouts and watched your men and women jump right into place, and I wanted to congratulate you. Yeah. The second thing was for Chief Smazinski about the implementation of the flock cameras. I see they're up, I see they're active and working. Would like to get an update in a few months on, have they been successful? Are there success stories you can share with us publicly? Are there reports that have provided more safety for our community because of those cameras? So again, not tonight, but maybe in a couple months, is that a possible thing you can do?
Absolutely. We make that happen.
Thank you.
I would like to follow your comments also, congratulating or thanking our Village Works department and Jake and his crew. We have nothing on Saturday, on Friday, Saturday, everything pops up. Saturday night comes and it's perfectly spotless. Next morning, there is no trace of anything happening in the village. They do an awesome job. So Jake and your crew, thank you so much because you do an exemplary job for our village. Any more comments on the board? Thank you. Next would be item 18, a consideration of the minutes of a June 23rd, 2025 executive session. Is there a motion to approve these meeting minutes?
So moved?
Second.
Any typo, questions, discussions, concerns? It is a hearing none. It is a roll call. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee El Shamas?
Aye.
Trustee Fisher?
Aye.
Trustee Fried?
Aye.
Trustee Hatch?
Aye.
Trustee Ryder?
Aye.
Thank you. I believe we did not, I hear we do not have an executive session tonight. It is 7:39, just saying, not 7:37.
By 3 minutes.
Real close. He's feeling pretty good about himself.
We're a little upset about the 90-second overrun, folks.
So can I please have a motion to adjourn this meeting tonight?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone
Aye.
opposed? And we're adjourned. Thank you so much.
Email already doesn't
You
work.
know, Drew, I have a skill,
Never gonna see
which
that
is I
again.
can tell you within a minute
Still here.
how far we are.
I heard.